Mathematical genius and model citizen entrepreneur Mike Lindell is blaming the media for making him look crazy now that he's running for the RNC chair, while human helmet advertisement Herschel Walker makes a last-minute push to convince voters he's the worst choice for Georgia.
I don't know if y'all know that I've known Donald before he became the Donald. A matter of fact, little Ivanka and little Donald lived with me for a week for 5 years during the summer. Every amusement park, Disney World, SeaWorld, every place they went, I was the one to take them. I kept them for a week. So the intelligence of those two kids right there is not from Donald. Yeah, I'm with them. Anyway.
Lack of intelligence, and we won't let you take all the credit, Herschel. I think that was a team effort with contributions from the cool vampires guy and the one who stares at the eclipse and bankrupt a casino. I really wish there was some camcorder footage of Herschel back at SeaWorld prowling women in white t-shirts at the splash zone between explaining to young Dawn and Ivanka that he accidentally rented Free Willy from Blockbuster because he thought it was about getting your knob out. It is pouring MAGA tears. Vampire enthusiast Herschel Walker is fighting for the job he's totally unqualified for. Mike Lindell feels attacked by the media, and I have a laughable look at some of the Best Buy rejects he calls experts. I check out the latest and stupid, including Lauren Boebert on Twitter, a hilarious visit from Dim Jr., and check to see if the socks stay on with Marjorie Taylor Greene and Alex in the Bunker, and more. The pinched-faced bikini car wash reject tweeted, "Let's get it all out there." Naturally, I replied, "Get it all out there? Well, that is the Boebert way when it comes to Jason flashing teens at the local bowling alley, but not so much when it comes to Lauren declaring her husband's income."
Look what they did to our great real president. Nothing's coming out of that. This guy, you know what? You investigate Donald Trump for what, 7 years now? Like he said, he's got to be the most cleanest citizen this country has ever seen in history. You know?
The most cleanest citizen this country has ever seen in history. Has been involved in over 4,000 lawsuits during his career. He goes number 2 in his pants and referred to herpes as his personal Vietnam. No aspect of that man's life has ever been clean. But this is coming from the guy who's as clean as a monk. Told you. Thanks to everyone who commented. The fighter you chose is guy who brings a smoke machine and his own microphone to karaoke. If you've been following my coverage of the crazies, you've seen this fellow before. Seattle-born, New Mexico-licensed massage therapist David Clements, who is also an attorney, so he can rub your shoulders after losing your case. He was an assistant professor teaching law in the business school of New Mexico State University until he lost his job for refusing to wear a mask in class. Anti-vaxxers have embraced him, and although he has no formal training or background in election systems, he's one of Lindell's experts, and he's appeared at least 63 events in 25 states and has received several $100,000 in donations because people are stupid. How it started, how it's going. This is the same guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, Professor David Clements.
If you lost your job as a professor, maybe take that out of the intro. Not a professor. He starts by positioning his iPhone down with the notes open and then talking about how he's just going to wing it.
So I don't prepare remarks. I don't prepare speeches. I haven't prepared one thing since I've gotten to this fight. And so I'm going to ask God to just use me to speak from the heart. And that'll be enough.
And I'll just hit up my iPhone notes that I did not prepare because I'm just winging this one with God. Looking at notes.
God will get his justice. God will have his glory. The rightful president will take back the White House.
Hi, this is Herschel Walker. I just voted. Can you see? And let me tell you, it was easy. So it's going to be easy for you. If you haven't voted, early voting ends tomorrow, Friday. Then if you hadn't voted by Friday, get out on December the 6th to vote. So cut off gun smoke. Don't watch Judge Judy. Get out and vote, vote, vote. It's important to have your voices heard, your vote counted. I love you. God bless you. Vote Herschel Walker.
Gunsmoke and Judge Judy. Does he think his demographic is watching the 3 channels on their black and white TVs? This man is so out of touch.
Big sister should focus on boning these brothers together, bootying the brothers, ending a bore, clams in her jeans doing a dance, family sensation, any of the disastrous things that we Trumps have done. By D-Trump's policy. Remember, we're stealing things we said we were gonna steal. And Kanye, he brings my father so much joy. Lather, then really focus on that. It gets back up. Give brothers your delicious peach. We're trying to rip the country apart, and Kushner's gotta make Ivanka my toy. Cause Kimberly's going out, and Don Jr.'s been dreaming about the forbidden girl. I'm so high.
They can't. You know what they do now that I'm running for the RNC chair? We'll talk about in a minute, Brandon. Now that I'm running, you know what the media is doing now? Now they're trying to make me look like I'm crazy. Oh yeah, it's the crazy pillow guy.
You know what's crazy? Blowing $40 million in your company's reputation and then blaming the media for making you out to be a bit mental.
Gee, this is a phone. No, it's not. It's a steak sandwich. It's a coffee cup, or is it a steak sandwich? This is a tree. No, that's a steak sandwich. Hey, everybody, this is a steak sandwich. No, that looks like eyeglasses. No, it's steak sandwich. This is a glass of water. No, that's a steak.
I just love him picking up the plastic bottle of water and calling it a glass.
We caught him in the real crime, in real-time crime, and...
I know you wanted something catchy, Mike, but pick something you can actually say, okay?
You can go to megaraccoon.com/midterm, I believe it's midterms. But anyway, just go to the megaraccoon.com and you can get to this.
Yeah, just go to megaraccoon.com. It's no shocker that the dumpster fire site wants you to go to the Trash Panda site that looks like it was built in 1997 by a first-day community college dropout. Now, when I look at megaraccoon.com, I see a name pop up, Lady Draza, and there's a bunch of nonsense profile, and then there's an article about her here. Draza Smith, known in the election conspiracy world as Lady Draza, is viewed as the mathematician of this group. Her presentations and analysis are filled with charts and numbers that look so complex they must be true, right? The answer is in fact wrong. Sandia Labs told Vice News that Smith's real name was Lisa Batch Smith. She is a hugely popular guest on right-wing podcasts and has spoken at numerous events across the country, including Lindell's Cyber Symposium. That's where we recognize her from. She was just Draza Smith back then, still a long way from Lisa Batch Smith. Batch Smith crazy is what she is, but she appeared in the famous Note Pass scene with none other than Dr. Bowtie and the licensed massage therapist who brings a smoke machine and his own microphone to karaoke.
One thing I would like to mention to anybody who is doing the audit, I'd like you to consider if we do have intrusion into the voting systems that are able to control all the states' presidential elections to that kind of a control curve, why would I leave any other race on the table? Make sure you pay attention to all of them.
So the question is so were these calculations being made in China on election night?
I've been looking at the result data. I have no way to know where they were being made.
These are his experts.
Alex here, still in the bunker with Marjorie again. Good dude. In fact, she is such a good dude that she had her personal Twitter reinstated, and I'm happy for MTG, but feel left out since Mr. Electric Cars and Mars totally shut me out and said that it's because he loves kids, and apparently I don't. So, Musk has chosen to keep me banned from his platform, and it's clear that the Soros-Trudeau Panda Express has gotten to it. Well, my good dude is still tweeting, and if you see one signed AJ, that is not the least attractive Backstreet Boy, in my opinion. It is the great Alex Jones, Trojan horsing his deep thoughts into your Twitter sphere. I am thrilled. She's back to talk Jewish space lasers and gazpacho police from her second account, but I feel like I'm missing out on the chance to send her some fire DMs when I'm feeling frisky and want to send something risky. So to make it up to me, we are doing little handwritten notes to each other and then just like passing them. They are literally direct messages. Yeah, try blocking those, China. Didn't think so. Now the thing is, MTG got a little photo printer on Amazon and started to staple saucy pics of her to them, and I had to remind her that she can fire off red hot snappy snaps all day long. But it is imperative that she is incredibly careful with her framing, because a man is not meant to be exposed to feet shaped like a clown's balloon stuffed with 3 different sizes of worms, a sarlacc pit surface as lopsided as Matt Gates' forehead with sideways parsnip toes that look like something recovered from a deep state GMO farming experiment that the government doesn't want you to know about. So if I get so much as one direct message with anything below the knee, I may have to chew that pill I got from my buddy in North Korea. Because what is the rule, MTG?
The socks stay on.
The socks stay on.
Looking at notes, looking at notes, looking at notes. Everyone here is cared of Fox News because they are too big of babies to handle what is going on in the world now.
Magateers.
Do us a favor and find a bridge.
Magateers.
Hello, you have arrived at the snowflake pile where there are no laughs, so turn around before you get dumb and bored.
Magateers.
When the evidence drops, you will delete your hard drives just like Hillary Clinton did.
Magateers.
Thanks so much for watching. Help me out by sharing this video or posting it on your social media and following me on mine. It costs you nothing and makes a huge difference for me. I am a one-man show here, from script to screen, the editing, even the graphics. So if you can afford to, please throw me a tip with the easy PayPal link or smash that super thanks button, and be sure to check out my mugs and stickers that go great with those Magateers. I am a stand-up comedian. I've played in 35 countries and have toured with Jim Jefferies for several years. I have 3 albums. You can stream them on Spotify, Apple Music, or catch them on SiriusXM. Thanks for watching. Life's short. Be cool, be kind, take care.